Today's story is The Inch Prince, retold by Russell Punter, illustrated by Matt Ward. The Inch Prince. This is the Inch Prince. If you measure him, you'll see he's just 1 inch tall. That's 2.5 centimeters. Let me show you. 1 inch. Once upon a time, there was a little old man and a little old woman. Their names were Mr. and Mrs. Ping. Mrs. Ping, Mr. Ping. Oh, hi. They lived in a tiny house by a river. Every day they weeded the plants in their vegetable plot, fed the animals in their field, and watered the flowers in their garden. The beans look beautiful. The hens look happy. The lilies look lovely. They had everything they wanted. Well, almost. I wish we had some children, said Mrs. Ping one evening. Only a teeny child could fit in our tiny house, said Mr. Ping sadly. But small things can be special too, said his wife. I wouldn't care if they were just 1 inch tall, she added. At that moment, a fairy flew by. She heard what Mr. and Mrs. Ping said. She noticed their lovely vegetables, happy animals, and tall flowers. These people are kind, thought the fairy. I'll be kind to them. She waved her wand and whispered some magic words. Jumping beans and flying fish, give these folk their dearest wish. Sparkle, sparkle, stars, and swish. Soon afterwards, Mr. and Mrs. Ping had a teeny weeny boy. In fact, he was just 1 inch tall. Let's call him Isunboshi, said Mrs. Ping. It means 1 inch boy. Or Izzy for short, said her husband. Very short. Each year the Ping's vegetables grew bigger, their animals grew bigger, and their flowers grew taller. But Izzy stayed small. This is Izzy's height chart. When he was 1, he was 1 inch tall. 2 years old, 1 inch tall. 3 years old, 1 inch. 4 years old, 1 inch. 5, maybe if I stand on tiptoe. No, you're still 1 inch. Izzy was tiny. He had a bottle top for a bathtub, he had a shoelace for a scarf, he had a pea for a ball, he had a button for a dinner plate, and he had a matchbox for a bed. Many years later, it was time for Izzy to leave home. I'll get a job in the city. His parents gave him 3 presents for his journey. He had a rice bowl for a boat, he had a pair of chopsticks for oars, and he had a needle for a sword. Izzy set off down the river, between the tall mountains, past villages and through towns, around wide woods, until he reached the big city. Here's Izzy. I'll ask the emperor for a job, thought Izzy. That's if I don't get squashed first. At last, Izzy reached the emperor's palace. 2 guards were marching up and down outside. I'd like a job, said Izzy. You're teeny, said one guard. What can you do? Ha ha ha. I can run past you for a start, said Izzy. Hey, where did he go? He jumped over the guard's foot and ran into the palace. A maid was washing clothes. I'd like a job, said Izzy. You're weenie, said the maid. What can you do? I can run past you for a start, said Izzy. Hey, where did he go? He jumped over the maid's soap and into the kitchen. A cook was making dinner. I'd like a job, said Izzy. You're tiny, said the cook. What can you do? I can run past you for a start, Izzy said. Hey, where did he go? He ran around the cook's oven and into the next room. Izzy was in the throne room. He bowed to the emperor and the princess. I'd like a job, please, your majesty, said Izzy. Would you? Indeed, said the emperor. He's teeny weeny, daddy, said Princess Chi-Chi. What can he do? Well, I ran past your guard, your maid, and your cook to get here, said Izzy. The emperor thought for a moment. You can look after Princess Chi-Chi, he said. But daddy, moaned the princess, he's only 1 inch tall. Small things can be special too, said the emperor. From then on, Izzy never left the princess's side. He was there in the morning, he was there in the afternoon, he was there at night. One day, the princess left the palace to visit her aunt. Izzy went too. They came to a dark forest. I'm scared, said Princess Chi-Chi. I'll look after you, said Izzy. What can you do? Said the princess. Just then, there was a terrifying roar. Help! A giant ogre crashed through the trees. He reached out to grab the princess. Put her down, said Izzy, or I'll... You? Said the ogre. What can you do? The ogre scooped up Izzy and popped him in his mouth. I love bite-sized snacks. Izzy thought quickly. He took his needle sword and pricked the ogre's tongue. Take that! The ogre spat out Izzy and ran off. That will teach him. Thank you, Izzy. Look, said Izzy, the ogre left his hammer behind. The princess tried to pick it up, but it was too heavy. Phew, it's heavier than it looks. I wish you were bigger, Izzy, she said. Then maybe you could lift it. A cloud of magical stars shot out of the hammer and swept around Izzy. What's happening? Izzy felt himself changing. He grew bigger and bigger and bigger. In seconds, he was as big as the princess. I'm as tall as you, said Izzy. The hammer granted your wish. The princess fell in love with Izzy, but not because he was tall. She loved him because he was brave. They got married and lived in a house next to the palace. The house was small, but Prince Izzy and Princess Chi-Chi were happy. They both knew that small things can be special too. Wink. That's the end of the story. The Inch Prince is based on a very old Japanese fairy tale called The 1-Inch Boy. I hope you liked today's story.